The blitz flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the wind. Bounce. It goes. It's up the big land. It
Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for sports for you. Live on YouTube. I'm John. Mark's on the way. He'll be remote tonight, so it'll be Nick Freeze. Our man Cody's on vacation, so salute to him. Safe travels to you wherever you're at, my brother. And we're live on your TV screens, on your laptops, on your desktops, on YouTube and X. So hit that subscribe button for Sports For You Podcast on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok at Sports For You Podcast. Of course, follow me at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram. At and TikTok. Follow Mark at Instagram. Hi, I'm Mark. Hi, I'm Mark1 on X. Follow Nick on X, Instagram, and TikTok at 99 Gorilla. Excuse me. Oh boy, lots to talk about tonight. What up, Sam? Congratulations, Sam. Our boy Sam. I don't know if y'all following him on social media. Our boy Sam he's a married man now. So congratulations, Sam. Saw that post. Congratulations to you and Mrs. C. So you and the new Mrs. C. So congratulations to y'all, and I hope you and many more and many blessings to y'all. What up, Trunks? What up, Trunks? Good to see you, brother. All right. Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about tonight. Specifically more on the world of the football side. Obviously, 48 hours removed from Championship Sunday. So yeah, it's yes, he's a married man now. God is great. I'm glad for you, brother. I'm so happy for you. I'm very happy for you, my brother. Good dude, man. Many blessings to you and the missus going forward. Excuse me. So we're gonna talk on NBA. We're gonna talk some NFL. Maybe just go and start the NBA because I mean it's only right. I'm watching right now. The Sixers are having their way with the Milwaukee Bucks, and obviously we'll talk about Giannis. Yeah, he cashed it in. It's all good, Sam. We all do that one day. Shout out to Miss Anita. Shout out to Miss Anita. So shout out to you, Sister Anita. Oh, speaking of, I gotta make a speaking of Anita, I need to call, check on my first lady and my pastor, make sure they got back safe. So let's go ahead. I'd be remiss if I just didn't start off with obviously y'all see the hoodie I got on. It's Kobe, it's Gigi. Yesterday, the 6-year anniversary of that tragic day in 2020, it still don't seem real. That we lost an icon and his daughter with so much promise. That was the last picture we saw of them together at Staples Center the night the Lakers played the Mavs in 2019. That still don't seem real. And as a father of a little girl, it still hits hard. Cause my daughter was 3 when this happened. And I still lose it. I still don't believe it. Yeah, I still don't believe it either, Sam. I always tell the story where I was. I was at church. I was going to our sister church in Long Beach, Golgotha, my pops' church. And I'm sitting on the deacon boards. I normally do every Sunday. And I start getting calls, or I was in the Lakers. I was working with a Lakers content creating group, Showtime Forum. Shout out to all of them. Golden Knight GFX, Adele, Chaz, Chris, Dave, all of them. And everyone just starts sharing these rumors, start saying all this stuff. I'm like, there's no way. And then group chats start blowing up. So then, what up, Chris? I start getting calls from my family. What up, Christy? I start getting calls from family people who's asking me, and I'm like, who normally call me, who know on Sundays that I'll be at church. So I get calls from my homegirls, cousins, stepsister call me. They all asking me, did Kobe die in a helicopter crash? And I'm like, get the F out, And then I didn't believe it. Then my deacon was sitting across from me, and he texted me in the middle of church, and I'm like, no way. Asking me the same thing. So hold on real quick. All right, we're back. Mark, huh? Who's in there? Mark and Nico, they be in remote. Those y'all know, Mark been under the weather lately. Speak of his name. You say his name. He shall Pierce. What up, dog?
What up with it, dog?
No, how you feeling, man? First off, how you feeling, bro?
A lot better than I did Friday. Friday
I
was
hear.
like sick.
I feel you, man. I got congestion a little bit this weekend too. I got the coughs too, so I don't know what's going on in the city, man. But you popped in at the right time. So I'm talking about, obviously, yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of the unfortunate passing of Kobe and Gigi. And let's not also, I always do this every year when we talk about this. We don't forget about the other individuals who was on the helicopter with them: Kobe, Gigi, the Annabelle family, Christina Mauser, the Chesters, the pilot, Ara Zuban. I still talk about this 6 years later, it still don't seem real. I was telling how where I was in church and I got the word and I didn't believe it till I heard it from the pulpit. And then when I get in the car on my way back to the crib, it's all over the radio. And then they broke into it locally, and I'm hearing people like O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Ramona Shelburne breaking down in tears, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me! This ain't real. You remember where you was at when this happened?
As a matter of fact, I'm looking at the picture that I took that same day. I took Bash to the snow in Wrightwood, and I want to say as we was pulling in, somebody said it, but it wasn't confirmed. And then throughout the whole little snow lodge, it was all on the TV. Once it was confirmed, everything up there just stopped. Like nobody was skiing, nobody was doing nothing up there. Everybody was just like all in the lodge looking at the TV.
Yeah, the whole world stopped. I remember I passed by my barber's house. He was standing outside just in shock. I mean, and now it's like crazy that it's been 6 years since this happened. I always like to show this off. Because I wear the rings, but I always bring this up because I got this. It was a gift I got from Uncle Jug for my birthday that year, and it was obviously the rings. It was obviously a replica set of Kobe's rings. So that's where the whole 5 time comes from, because all these rings Kobe had, it was his 5 rings, and then the 6th one represented obviously his 20 years in the league. But man, it's still hard to believe this has been 6 years, but his memory lives on. Gigi's memory lives on, and we keep those families in prayer throughout this difficult time every year. Let's switch to another NBA story, then we go get into football, because I know we got a lot to talk about on this football side.
Hey, John, before, I don't know if you did this, and I'm late.
What's up?
My bad.
What's up?
But did you send the congratulations out to Sam?
Yes. And by the way, the missus is in the chat too. She said the missus is in the chat too. She's watching. So shout out to Sam. Yeah, Sam's an honest man now. So shout out to him. Yeah, he's watching. He sit. We got everyone's sending love to Sam. Mark will be back in a second. But yeah, again, congratulations, Sam. Yeah. It is sunk into it sunk in literally when I got home and I saw it all over my TV. So I actually am wearing a t-shirt with this image. I'll show you. Give me 1 second. It's Mark's gonna join us. Or Mark is back. The t-shirt I got on actually has that image right there. So, but yeah, RP Kobe, GG, and all the others. We lost on that day. All right. Let's get into some more uplifting. Well, it's not uplifting NBA talk, but that's more serious side, and that's we're about a week away from the trade deadline. So, program note, this is our only show of the week because Friday I'll be on assignment at the House of Glory Wrestling Show in downtown LA. So this is our only show this week, but we got a lot to talk about on this trade deadline stuff. And the name everybody's focusing on, I'm looking at the Bucks and the Sixers game right now. The Sixers just took them to the house. Everybody's keeping an eye on Giannis, but Giannis he strained his calf. They say he strained his calf. So he's going to be on the shelf for 4 to 6 weeks. I personally think he might have. I'm just being hypothetical. I would not be shocked if Giannis Antetokounmpo probably played his last game as a Milwaukee Buck.
I agree with that.
It's over.
I agree with that.
It's over. It's time. Now I don't know who's gonna be in the market for him. Now, obviously, I know everyone brings up the obvious suspects: the Lakers, the Warriors. Obviously, the Knicks were one of the teams. That was the only team that we heard that he really wanted to go to. But I heard a team today. I think I heard it on First Take. I think Brian Windhorst mentioned. Do not be shocked if the Houston Rockets get in this mix, and they offer Alperen a package centered around Alperen Şengün for Giannis.
Ooh, that wouldn't be a bad trade, honestly.
If you put Giannis with KD and the Thompson twin, and then I don't think they're getting Fred VanVleet back this season, but he's going to try his hardest to get back sometime before the playoffs. But I doubt it. But you get Giannis, who will be on an expiring deal next year. I think if he doesn't get traded by next week, he's not playing another game this season, and I don't think because the Bucks are in the tank, and I don't think they control their draft pick either this year, so they're pretty screwed.
I also heard, I don't know how things get thrown around, but him going to San Antonio to pair up with Wemby.
Now you see, if they do that, that whole core that's around him is pretty much gone. So you have to trade Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, all those guys pretty much for Giannis, or either you try to see if you can center the package around De'Aaron Fox.
I would say you can, or because I would do De'Aaron Fox and maybe one of the guards, throw some picks at him. At this point, the pickings is slim enough from what Milwaukee will get. I think if they'd have did this trade in the offseason, they probably would have got more. Maybe even last year they would have got more. But at this point, dog, is you got to take probably the best deal available. But you still, even if he was to get like a De'Aaron Fox and a Castle and some picks, that's you're getting a good haul for him. But I think the eventually thing they want to keep is or maybe even Stephon Castle, maybe like a Dylan Harper. You get a young and up and coming player, throwing with them. Right. I can see that.
Yeah, I think we just keep an eye on that. Obviously, I'm gonna be looking at what the Lakers try to do. I don't think they really as much we can do as far as trade wise. And look, I don't know what wings are really out there, but look, you'll probably start hearing names as we get closer to the deadline, because to me, the NBA trade deadline always feels like Groundhog's Day to me. It's a lot of talk, and then nothing really happens. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Because
y'all getting Austin Reeves back, so that's like y'all getting a player.
Yeah, it is. But I guarantee there's still more. I know there's something else out there we can find out there because we need a lot more than Austin Reeves on the wing because our defense is still not the best. I probably so, Trunks. I doubt it too. So we'll see.
Did you hear about the Anthony Davis? Supposedly, Dallas is finalizing the deal.
Where to? Only play where to though. I know
I want to say it was a 3-team trade with Dallas, the Warriors, and Chicago, with Jimmy Butler involved in it. So I don't know. I didn't see everybody who was involved in it.
Well, I could see Jimmy Butler now being on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Anything's possible. They want to get off that contract.
Yep.
Another thing about Giannis, I don't know if you heard this rumor. Henry Abbott from True Hoop, he put it out there that Rich Paul is looking to represent Giannis and bring him to Clutch.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for him, but
so I mean, I don't know. So Rich Paul has been talking to the Thanasis to represent, because I think obviously Thanasis, Giannis's brother, is represented by Rich Paul, if I'm not mistaken, and then Rich has to be making it. It said he has been making the case that he's the guy who can get the star where he wants to go. So if he's trying, I'd be shocked if I know Giannis is a CAA guy. I'd be shocked if he'd be on the move. If Rich Paul just if that that's a week, man. That's a week. You can change reputation quite quickly, but
I think if Rich Paul can get him out of Milwaukee, you'll see him in Clutch. I think he want to get him. I think he want to get him Milwaukee that bad.
I do too. I think it's just a matter of, it's not even a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And I think he'll be gone. He'll be gone he'll be gone eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk more about the trade deadline next week on who we can see moving, who are some names that'll be on the lookout. But those are some of the top names that you be on the lookout for. Is Giannis. I know there's some people talking about maybe DeMar DeRozan could be on the move, possibly from Sacramento. Could be looking at that. The Pelicans not trading nobody, I think, is just flat out stupid. Yeah.
What about Malik? What about Malik Monk?
He could be on the move, but I wouldn't want Malik Monk because he don't play no defense. I liked him when he was with the Lakers, but he just don't play no defense. Certified bucket though, but man, he uses a lot. He uses a lot on the defensive end for sure.
I got some other people I'm gonna send you after the show. I'm gonna ask you about.
All right.
Trunk said, you think LeBron makes an announcement tomorrow in Cleveland?
No. Yeah. What you want from on the scale, or you want air from? Yeah, or yeah. Okay. All right. So I don't think he's making any announcement. Me personally, LeBron gonna be one of them dudes. I think he gonna just. Some tells. Look, I still believe he wants to do a retirement tour, but it wouldn't shock me if he pulls. He pulls like the reverse Michael Jordan, where Michael Jordan had "I'm back," where he just says "I'm gone."
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me, but I think he's gonna. I think if he does it, maybe it might be at All-Star Weekend. Since All-Star Weekend is here in 2 weeks, but I don't see, or 3 weeks, I should say. But I don't see him making a move to announce his retirement. He's in his final game back in the land tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get to the NFL, man, because we got to talk about. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I like Tim Duncan, like Noodle said. So let's go ahead and start talking some NFL because we got some stuff we need to get off our chest about the National Football League.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
let me see. You know what?
Well,
first off, John, how you feeling, sir?
I feel like crap. I mean, if you feel, I feel like, yeah, I hear you, Candace. I told you, Mark. I think the team who would have won the dang Super Bowl was the one. The team on the Super Bowl was the one who played a couple Saturdays ago. I represent the AFC, but no, our quarterback has to go get hurt because he has a pre-existing ankle injury, and I don't know how the heck that happened.
I have a couple of ideas that they're not talking about, but
yeah, take it. Yes, Noodle, you take the points. You take the points.
100% you take the points, especially with that, especially when you knew what weather was coming, and you got a backup quarterback. Take the points.
Take the point. I don't even understand why this is even a discussion. You always take the points.
Take the
but
points.
No.
Coaches get too cute.
This is, but it makes zero sense. But we now know. But let's go ahead and start. Let's start the NFC first because I need to breathe first. The NFC is going to was a good game, NFC Championship game between the Seahawks and the Rams. But yeah, he got Mark fired him for you, Candace. Golly, you can't be that stupid. Wow. From who? Oh. Yeah, I know you're not gonna use it. Oh man. Nah, man. The Rams and the Seahawks was a good game. But boy, the Rams, they showed had a bunch of blunders, specifically on special teams. And obviously, Xavier Smith with that muffed. I don't know I don't even call it a muffed return because he just fell, and the ball hit him in the hands, and boom, and Seattle recovers it, and boom, what they do? Go score right on the next play.
Yep.
You can't. I mean, you can't win a game with special teams, but you dang sure can't lose a game on special teams, and that's pretty much what pretty much happened. What pretty much happened. I'm glad the Rams lost. that's hate, Dalton. But oh, shut up, Josh. Anyway, but yeah, that was a good game. And Sam Darnold, look, not only did he become the first. What up, JoJo? You became the first quarterback in that 2018 class to get to the Super Bowl. He became the first USC quarterback to ever play in the Super Bowl. Did not see all the quarterbacks who went there. He's the first. What up, JoJo? Trent said this is really on McVay. Yeah, McVay. Yeah, he had a lot of blunders too. Clock management. The still going like we were talking about earlier. Still going for it on fourth down. When Matthew Stafford was over on third down, that play after obviously he got the scramble, he got the 1 yard, and then they just went pass. I didn't understand it, but I get why you're a Rams hater, Dalton. You still mad at that PI? I understand it. I understand. Roy Dalton is a Saints fan, so I understand. Here comes Josh. Let's go Patriots. Never in life. They total blunder, and Matthew Stafford. Look, he did everything. He did everything right, except for get stuff done on third down. And by the way, I got a lot to say about all this Matthew Stafford hate that's just out of nowhere. But we'll say that for calling out names. What went wrong in that game?
Like you said, I think the third down, as a team, the third down was the problem. Um, I didn't like that when it was 27-31. I didn't like them not going for the field goal.
Right.
I always hate that. You take them points. But I mean, you put it in your quarterback's hand and Matthew Stafford. I get it, but I still would have took them points because when you get the ball back, you only down one. You can get the field goal to win. It changes how you approach the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the defense. That I don't know what happened to the secondary from some of the times when I seen them earlier this year. They didn't look that bad. Against Seattle, they looked atrocious. They looked really bad.
So Sam said it. Their cornerbacks are trash. I mean, there's no Jalen Ramsey's and Marcus Peters walking through that door like they had years ago. They had guys like Emmanuel Forbes and obviously Kobe Durant on the squad, and they'll tell you their secondary was suspect.
Yeah,
they front four. They front four off the chain. Jared Verse, Kobe Turner, Braden Fisk, those guys, dope. But everything after that is suspect. And special teams, oh my God. It was the first time I think McVay had ever fired a coordinator in the middle of the season. Ever.
Well, he should have fired that punt returner in the middle of the
game. Yeah, well, clearly he got benched because they went straight to Kyron Williams after that.
Well, this is where is McVay fault, and when it comes to that, I talk about a special team with Sean McDermott too, but with this special team play is
what happened?
Is
yes, it is.
He bobbled one before he lost that
one.
He shouldn't have came back on the field after he bobbled the first one.
You just put in Oxford. You put somebody into the fire. Yeah. But what about let's talk about Seattle. Go ahead.
Hey, John, I was saying he shouldn't have came back on the field after he bobbled the first one. So he bobbled one, but he recovered it.
Right.
After that one, he shouldn't have came back on the field.
But if I'm not mistaken, Xavier Smith had these issues all year long.
Oh, we'll see.
If I'm not, and Sam could tell me, as Candace could say it better because that's their squad. But I think he's had these issues throughout the season. So I understand. So McVay should have been prepared that he was bound to screw up. That he could have been bound to screw up. But man, did he screw up on a level that I didn't even think you can just you fall. Like this was like that time when the Packers played the Seahawks and it hit. Oh, was it Brandon Boykin and it kicked they muffed the onside kick and it went right back to Seattle.
Yeah.
Sam said they would have the number one seed if it wasn't for their corners and the special teams. Because that was that loss. They lost to Seattle because of their corners and special teams. But let's talk about Seattle. They played a good game, and let me say this. Maybe I can't relate to this, Mark. Maybe that's what it's like having a number one receiver on your team, huh?
Oh shit, I ain't had one of those since.
I mean, I can't relate. Yeah. Seeing Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Ooh, he was out there going crazy.
You got a guy named Bobo out there catching. Jake Bobo from UCLA catching. You had no Zach Charbonnet because he's out with a torn ACL, and then so Kenneth Walker pretty much was the bell cow for the whole game. I know they had another running back in there, but he currently was not really in tune with the offense. And then, but yeah, they took advantage a lot because of the Rams secondary, and Jigba's just dope, man. He's dope. That dude's just dope. I wish my team would. I wish my team could find a wide receiver like that. We better do that in the offseason. I'll wait till we get to the Broncos. But Sam Darnold, man, finally got over the hump and is now playing in the big game. All the stuff this dude went through. playing for the Jets. Carolina. Oh, I got you. Oh, hold on, JT. I'm sitting right now. So yeah. So here we go. Our brother JT from Marks and Mice, he's gonna join the chat in a second. What I was trying to say was Sam Darnold finally is proving that he's finally found himself. Obviously, he's went through everything, and then I still say that year with the 49ers is what finally clicked for him because he was in a stable organization. He got to be around a good head coach like Kyle Shanahan and a good and be in the quarterback room with Brock Purdy and actually sit down and the game and things slowed down for him. He ended up in Minnesota, just thought he was just going to be a backup there, and then J.J. McCarthy gets hurt, and he gets thrust into the field. And now, how the Vikings feeling? They should have. I said that they should have just franchised him. Now, if you would have kept him, cool. If not, you got something for him, and just letting him walk for nothing was just bad business. Especially not knowing if J.J. McCarthy would be ready physically and mentally to play for you next year. And clearly he wasn't. Both. And joining us now, my man, my brother, Mr. 6'9" himself, the host of the Marks and Mike's podcast, representing the 305 by way of Ohio, LFA himself, Mr. JT in the building. JT, what up, though?
Waggle on, my good people. Back on sports for you once again.
What's going on, bro?
I can't call it, man.
Talking about
follow, Mark. What?
We talking about the ANC. We're talking about how Sam Darnold finally found himself after all these years. You know, obviously the Jets didn't work. Carolina didn't work. He goes to San Francisco. Finally is around a competent coach. Minnesota, we all see what happens there. I think Minnesota made a mistake, not least thinking about keeping him because JJ wasn't ready. And look what happened in Seattle. Now he's playing in the Super Bowl a year later. What you think about the resurrection of Sam Darnold, JT?
Man, when I tell you that's a redemption story. You nailed it on the head. From team after team after team, organization after organization, and to finally to be able to get over that hump that all players want to strive to. Everybody want to get a ring. Now he's getting that opportunity to get the ring. And for this to happen at this stage in his career, hats off to him. It's about damn time.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. All right, man. Let's get to the AFC. My Broncos against the Patriots in the AFC Championship on Sunday. And, of course, we had no Bo Nix. And, obviously, now we go to Jarrett Stidham. And he had a good – well, first drive was trash. Second drive, he was looking good. And then the rest of the game, he started looking like a guy who ain't played football in 2 years. And now the New England Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. I'm going to say this. Well, I'm going to say this because I'm going to let you guys talk because I'm going to have a lot more to say after that. Take the points. Mark, you already know how I'm feeling right now, dog. Go ahead, man. I'm going to let you and JT talk because I'm coming to gather my thoughts now. So I'm going to let you and JT have at it first.
First off, I want to say fuck the Patriots. Let's just start there. Secondly, that was, if you like defense, that was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. It was, I just enjoy watching good defensive games. I wasn't a fan of anything Sean Payton did this game. I think maybe that one play action call that Stidham hits our receiver on deep down the field, that might have been the only thing that I liked that Sean Payton did this game. I think other than that, I think Sean Payton at the biggest moment came up really short. Jarrett Stidham, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what he was thinking on some of the plays, but both teams played great defense. And I think that questionable, which I want to ask John about, that questionable fumble is the only reason why I think New England wins that game. Because y'all defense was humming. Y'all defense was going crazy that day, Sunday.
All right, hold on, Rick.
I agree, bro. That it was a defensive game. Defense sells. Defense wins game. Offense sells tickets.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very good game of D on both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
That call with that fumble, ain't no way. The refs, I'm telling you, man, them refs in somebody's pocket. Vegas, somebody. Because ain't no way you going to tell me you decided on that. You went ahead and just okayed it. You're not going to tell me what I see with my eyes is not what's happening on the screen.
Oh, Lawrence had asked me. I heard it from him. That's wrong.
Yep. Yep. That decision to go for it at that point, I get the theory of it. You go up 14, then you pretty much win the game there, but you're not trying to win a game in the second quarter. That makes no sense to me. This is going to be a long game. You have to trust your defense. And the Broncos defense was going, like I said, they was all over the field. They was going crazy. You have to, when your defense is playing that good, you have to reward them with at least don't fuck it up offense.
All right, man.
As the Saints fan, I expect the better play calling.
I did too. And this is my problem with what Ann was saying. Sean Payton, and I'm glad she's bringing this up as a Saints fan, because you know what everyone kept bringing up? When when Drew Brees went down, they brought in Teddy Bridgewater, and Teddy Bridgewater went 5-0. Yeah, in the regular season.
This is playoffs.
This
is the
playoffs.
AFC Championship. There's no, you don't get time to make up for your mistakes in the AFC Championship. You don't get your chance to make it up during the Super Bowl. No. So Sean Payton's play calling was horrendous because know your personnel. Now, bad business. We didn't have J.K. Dobbins because he still wasn't healthy. But I still felt we still keep running the ball. Our defense was humming. And that's why I kept saying with JT, Mark will tell you in our group chat, when everyone kept bringing up they didn't trust him, I never mentioned him. I was like, but I trust our defense. I trust Vance Joseph's play calling our defense. And I think if we just make timely passes, run the ball, possessions, everything, we'd be good. Sean Payton had to be Sean Payton. And that 4th and 1 was the gist of it. We're up 7-0. You know the snow is coming. Take the points. We'll take the 10-0. Now, to y'all question about the Stidham, I don't even know what that was. Fumble, backwards pass, 2 sheets to the wind. I don't know what the heck was that. It was 7 points. I know that much because it would have been 7 points whether they ran it in on the recovery, or they got the 7 points on the Drake May play anyway. So it didn't really matter. But say that doesn't happen, even if that does happen, we're still up a field goal. Even if that doesn't play happen, it's still 10-3. Take the points. And to go back to when we were talking about the NFC game, I hope this is a start for coaches, because we talked about it a lot with teams like Detroit, even with the Bears, all this going for it on 4th down. I hope this puts a nail in the coffin for everyone's thinking it's corny to just take 3 points. But I got a good feeling, Mark and JT. I know it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
People got stuff to prove, man. And I think a lot of that happened with the fans being like, all right, can we at least try to go for it on 4th? Right? That was a discussion for a while. Now that we started doing it, it became like the Wildcat offense. Everybody knew it was coming. Everybody know what you're trying to run on 4th down. So, you know, at this stage in the game, do I think it's going to go away? No. We're going to see more of it next year. And eventually, once these franchises start seeing that that's not working, they're going to get that call from up top. Hey,
Yep.
that 4th, The fourth down, field goal.
Field goal. Yep.
We ain't taking no more chances. Field goals are not guaranteed. They're not.
I hear you, Trunks, but I still take my chance with where it all depends where you're at. Now, look, Will Lux, that was one of his worst days kicking on, but look at the elements. I'm talking about, but before the snow happened, I knew he would be money, but yeah, field goals are not guaranteed. But I'd rather take my chance with that, knowing with my kicker who's probably like 80% has an 80% success rate to a dude who ain't played football in 2 years. Yeah, Lux was a great kicker, and I know he had a bad day, and he had a bad day on Sunday.
So he had a bad day in that snow.
That's it.
That's it.
Say it.
Yeah, it's just a bad day in that snow.
Yeah, but the standing play was just stupid, and that's where I got to go to Sean Payton again. Be in his ear to tell him if it's not there, throw it away.
Hey John, I do think that he was trying to throw it away. I just think that as he was doing it, the defender hit the ball and hit his hand, which made it result in the way it did. That's why I was asking if you think it was a forward pass or that just got hit backwards, or you think it was a backward pass?
To me, it looked like a fumble. So it looked like a fumble to me personally. So I thought it from off the first instant. I thought it was a fumble. So I was like, when I looked at it, I thought it was a fumble. But join in the conversation, the third of the trio, the one and only Nick Freeze in the building. By the way, that is a diabolical name. That is what it do?
Hey,
that is diabolical.
What?
Yo,
I don't know what y'all talking about. It says. I don't know what y'all talking about, player.
The shenanigans, bro. Like,
dude, you're not hosting the show with Ray Charles. You know you're not hosting the show with the visually impaired, right?
Oh, my bad, y'all.
All right, Nick.
JT, what up, fam?
What up, man? What it do, man?
You already know. Same old.
All right, Nick. I done gave my. You probably done heard me saying a lot of my thoughts on what happened on Sunday with the Broncos. Let me get your thoughts on what you think went wrong in the AFC Championship.
Y'all done have Bo Nix.
Besides that, I'm gonna leave Bo out of this because. And by the way, I got thoughts on that too, but I'm gonna leave Bo out of this.
All right, for sure. I think on the offensive side, I think that Sean Payton could have took a little bit more chances outside of the one obvious chance that he shouldn't have took. I don't get why these offensive coordinators refuse to kick field goals and trust their defense, especially when you have a defense as good as yours, Sean. Like, there's probably only one other defense in the league that's better than y'all's, and they already got eliminated.
Yeah. Or somebody argued the team that we was playing was just like the team we were playing. Their defense was just that good too. But you were talking about the Texans. Go ahead.
But I don't like that. I think these offensive guys. I say it all the time. I say this every single week. These guys be out coaching themselves. You put your team in a whole different predicament when you go ahead and kick that field goal, and then just going about the game. Trust your defense. As a defensive player, whenever we make a stop, no matter what the hell the reason behind the stop, that fires us up. A missed field goal fires the defense right on up.
Yep.
A missed field goal can hurt the offense. And especially when you look at it in the long run, y'all losing. It's a whole different game if that field goal is kicked.
It's 10-10, and we going into overtime if we have that field goal.
Yes, most definitely.
It still doesn't guarantee we win, but it gives us another chance to reset.
I mean, John, I'll be honest with you. Y'all could have had a chance to win because not like that. They weren't really doing nothing on the offensive side of the ball.
At all.
They didn't do nothing. Matter of fact, y'all pretty much helped them out with that damn touchdown. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I think if they went to overtime, y'all probably would have won. I'm gonna keep it real. So it's
take my chances.
it's little things. There's little things like that, man. You can't outcoach yourself. That's the number one thing. You got to be the smartest guy in the room all the time. Sometimes shit is black and white.
It really
is.
You
got a chance to get points. Just get the damn points, dog. There's especially in a playoff game. I hate fucking analytics. Analytics is the stupidest shit that could ever happen in sports.
Yep.
It's ruined every sport that people overuse analytics in. It's ruined basketball. It's ruined the decision making in football. It's just it's so dumb.
And I was saying this before you logged in, Nick. I was saying it to Mark and JT. I'm hoping, and JT kind of said it. He kind of said it too. That we will find that this would be the death of coaches being scared to just take the points. But like JT said, we still gonna have it next year because coaches gonna feel like they gotta be the smartest dudes in the room, like you just said, and they gonna listen to the analytics instead of just going by the eyeball test, going by what the
feel of the game is, man. Analytics is taking away what football or what sports really is, man. And anybody who's probably played you can understand. You can see why analytics is hated so much. And to go what you're saying, next year it's gonna be teams who actually get those fourth downs that's gonna make it look like it's worth going for it. When it's not like it shouldn't be like that in most cases.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
That's just stupid. It's stupid. What up, Nico? Let's go ahead and let's head over to 1-2-3 Cancun, but we're gonna head to Cancun. But from the Patriots' point of view, I really am not impressed. Let me say this: I love Vrabel. I think it was worst kept secret that he was gonna be their head coach. But man, if that offense does not show up in 2 weeks in the Bay Area,
it's gonna get ugly.
They gonna need something. And look, luckily, God, the weather should be good on Super Bowl Sunday.
Man, don't get me started with that.
But if they do not, if the Seattle's defense answers the bell first, and they can't respond to that, they're in trouble. Because I guarantee you, McDonald's going to have that defense ready to go, and they're going to be. And if they got the leverage they need, it's all system goes for that offense. Oh no, I'll be at the house. I'll be somewhere watching the game locally. I won't be in Frisco. Nah. Now next year when the Super Bowl is here, I'll be partaking in some of the activities when the Super Bowl is here in LA next year.
I was about to say, you got money if you go on to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll go to all the NFL experience stuff at the convention center. Take the kid, take the child there and let her run around and get her flag football on and everything. By the way, the Super Bowl next year in LA at SoFi falls on Valentine's Day. How did that happen? But okay.
Boy, it's gonna be some high price dates that day, boy.
So
60,000,
yeah. So they definitely gonna be a high price when they get in Frisco.
It all depends on who performing next year if I go anywhere.
Well, we know who's performing this year, and it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up this year with who's performing this year. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. When Benito hits that stage, it is going to be electric.
Ain't that y'all defensive end?
Who?
Benito.
Yeah, but fortunately, he had a good game too. He had a good year. I'm still don't understand how he wasn't an All-Pro, but that's a whole nother conversation. But let's go to the what we call 1-2-3 Cancun. So
what?
We'll go to Cancun. And we'll talk about the two teams that got eliminated. And that's the Rams.
Hey, Mark, chill out, fam.
This dude. You see? Even on the IR, Mark got to bring the shenanigans. yeah. So the Rams, this is what they all season looks like. They got $59 million in cap space, 11 picks, which include the Falcons' first round pick, I might add.
They were a hell of a player with that pick too.
They got Rob Havenstein's probably his time with the Rams is probably finally ending. He's probably the longest tenured Ram. Like by the last Ram that was left from when they came over from St. Louis. Cam Curl, Tyler Higbee, his time is probably up. Puka's eligible for an extension. Byron Young's eligible for an extension. Kobe Turner's eligible for an extension. So you know all three of them are probably about to get paid. Darius Williams, Ty Hamilton. Anybody on that list, Nick? Stand out? Obviously, the three extensions is the ones that everyone's going to be looking at. How much they going to pay Puka? And obviously, because you don't want to lose, because obviously you can't afford to lose Kobe Turner or Byron Young.
No. I think they should re-sign Cam Curl. He's a very good safety, and I think he brings a lot of physicality to that defense that they that you need, and it's a well balanced because they're pretty much physical at each level, and so I think he's a very good piece, and he covers well enough. He's not the best coverage guy, but he covers well enough. So, but I think the way they use him, you could drop him in the box and everything to add with those with that defensive line and that front seven that they have over there. I think that's a guy that they should keep, and I don't think he's going to be like too expensive either.
JT, Puka's. You see what these wide receivers are getting.
Yeah, they're getting big bread.
So is Puka going to be in that category?
So Puka probably yes. I know that most of those free agents, they may keep one, if that, because I think they're gonna try to make a move for anyone that's available that's going to help strengthen their defense. I think that first round pick, that's what we really got to watch out for. Because we got a lot of people coming out, a lot of good people coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
But Puka definitely gonna get extended. I don't know about Turner. Bro.
Boy, Kobe Turner.
You need both of them. You need Young and Turner, but somebody gonna have to bite the bullet. They're not bringing everybody.
That is a fact.
If it had to be one to me, it'd be my guy from Tennessee, Byron Young. That front four with Kobe, with Jared Verse, Brady Fisk, and Kobe Turner is a problem, dude.
Yeah. Somebody got to go. I'm sorry, but they can't keep everybody.
I think the only way they can keep all three of them is if somebody take a team-friendly deal. But
who's gonna take that deal?
Puka ain't taking no team-friendly
discount.
That's what I was about to say.
Puka ain't taking no discount. I can say that now. Puka ain't taking no discount.
It's not gonna be Puka. I think it'll be one of the linemen. I think like you were saying, I think it will be Kobe Turner that probably will take the home that will give the discount. I also think that them losing Tyler Higbee is gonna be big for him too.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, last pick from the Jeff Fisher era. Last real pick from him and Rob Havenstein, probably the last two guys from the Jeff Fisher era, still on the Rams.
Well, shit, one of them may be gone there.
Yeah, so we'll see. The Rams got a lot of money to spend, and Les Snead, he says F them picks with the quickness. But when I look at y'all got to help me with my Broncos right now. We got a lot, and finally we're off Russell Wilson's contract. So now we got money to spend. We got $35 million in cap space. We got 9 picks. Obviously, we probably have to lose John Frankenmeyers. I don't want to lose Alex Singleton. One, he's a leader. His story alone, what he went through this year, not knowing this dude had testicular cancer and he went out there and played games is just, you need dudes like that. Justin Stranad, I liked him. He's a dope linebacker. I want to keep J.K. Dobbins, but man, the injuries just really. You can always find a running back.
You already got one.
But I need a physical bell cow though. R.J. Harvey's dope, but I need someone to compliment him. Because McGaughlin's cool, but he's more of a change of pace back, and we need at least one who's more of a physical runner. That way, Harvey don't have to be that. He could be a physical runner, but he could still be a change of pace back. Ben Powers,
Wait, you said McCockey?
I said McLaughlin, dude. What's wrong with you?
Oh, my bad.
Ben Powers, definitely bring that. Dude is wild, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say it. Who?
Is that what a Bella Danger said? That was a Bella Danger was saying?
Nigga, I thought. Never mind.
Nigga,
No.
Both of y'all stop. Everybody stop. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Mark we don't have to sign him to an extension yet, but we'll see. And then I like Evan Ingram, but I think we can find another tight end in the draft. So, but look, get us some wide receivers. We can't be leading the NFL in drops no more, dude. 47 drops, Nick. 47.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
And I like Cortland Sutton, dude. I like Troy Franklin, but we gotta get another one, number one.
Y'all need a number one because I think Cortland works better than number two.
Yes, I like McLaughlin and Harvey. Our O-line is dope. That's why we got to keep Ben Powers. We had two all-pro linemen in Garrett Bowles and Quinn Myers, but they didn't have a good day on Sunday. They got pushed around by that Patriots front four. So now it would be Mims if I had to keep one. Need a deep threat. But we'll see. But let's go ahead and get some other NFL news. All right, man. Coaching Carousel is still spinning in the NFL right now. And boy, we got some news on coaches. First off, on the coordinator side, former Giants head coach Brian Daboll, former Bills offensive coordinator, also is now the new offensive coordinator in Tennessee under Robert Saleh. So he'll be now.
That is a wonderful, excellent hire. If you're a high defensive guy like that, you get you a great offensive mind, and that's exactly what he did. You got a number one overall quarterback. Oh man, you learn from your first stint.
Yeah, don't hire Nathaniel Hackett.
I got questions about Brian Daboll, but I ask y'all after the show.
All right. So Brian Daboll's going to Tennessee, but let's get to we had two more hirings in the head coaching world. All right. What are we doing in Pittsburgh? We just going out just signing anybody just because they're from Pittsburgh? I mean, what? Hey, come on, dude.
I don't get this hire. This for a historic franchise has only had 3 coaches their entire stint. To hire a guy like him and to not hire a young guy at that is even crazier because they don't fire coaches. So it's like, how long is he really got to be a coach?
Every coach they hired was in their mid-30s. Chuck Noll was in his mid-30s. Bill Cowher was 35. Mike Tomlin was 35. Mike McCarthy is 62.
Yeah, bro, that's not gonna work.
He's not coaching until he's 80, bro. Come on, man.
That's I don't know what the hell's going on.
He's out there in 2 years.
Hey, Mark.
Yep.
Somebody said Pittsburgh hiring Mike McCarthy is like shitting your pants, but changing your shirt instead.
Ew. My Lord. And said, who would y'all want them to hire? Anybody but Mike McCarthy. They could have hired Brian Flores. They could have hired Brian Daboll. They could have hired. There's plenty of coaches out. Anybody, they could have all the candidates out there. The Kubiak brothers, all those guys who are out there right now.
Mike McDaniel,
Mike McDaniel,
Ryan
Anthony
Clark.
Weaver.
Hey, chill out, fam.
Right.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Don't start that.
Right?
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, even Ryan Clark was like, nigga, please.
What's next? We gonna say Cam Newton? No. But this, they could have had it. No, Chris Shula's not ready.
Don Shula?
Chris Shula.
Oh,
the Rams defensive coordinator.
Hey, come on, fam. Don't say that. Don't do that.
Nah.
Might as well shit.
Well, heck, Joey Porter, coach. Hire Joey Porter. Go get Joey Porter Senior. He can coach. He can go coach his dad. He can coach his son, just like everybody wants in the other AFC North team to do.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm a talking hater.
When you get to that, I want to speak on that one.
All right. Okay. Then we can go there right now because I know Mark got a lot to say about the Bills, what the Bills did today. So let's go there. So let's talk about possibly the Browns consider hiring Dion as their head coach.
Wait, what? Is this serious?
I thought it was a joke, but people are actually having the conversation. Now the Browns have not had the conversation. They talked to Nate Shearhouse from the Rams. They talked to Jim Schwartz. They talked to Mike McDaniel. They've talked to legitimate candidates, but the social media circles are out there trying to put this out there that the Browns should reach out to Dion.
Why?
That's my question.
What the hell has Dion done in college to make you even think he deserves a head coaching job in the NFL? Besides his name being Deion Sanders?
Jackson State. That's about it.
Is Dion healthy enough?
He didn't do nothing at Jackson State. He couldn't even win the big game over there, while having a top quarterback and a future Heisman winner. He couldn't win the big game over there at the SWAC.
He won the conference, but the 2 years they got to the Independence Bowl,
he lost.
That's the only
because
problem.
He got outcoached.
JT, what you want to say about this, man?
So, don't nobody want to come here. That's what it boiled down to. Nobody want to come to Cleveland. I say why not hire Dion, right? It's Cleveland. No one is expecting us to go to the Super Bowl. No one is expecting us to make it out the first round of the playoffs. But hiring a Deion Sanders, what does that do for your team financially? It brings a lot of money into the market. Cleveland is getting a new stadium next year in Brook Park. What better attraction to have than a young Shador and a Deion Sanders right there at that stadium? I can see it happening. And the reason why it would happen is for money. Because we know that those two names alone will draw businesses. People are going to come out to the game just because it's Deion coaching. You know what I'm saying? Now, does he have the accolades to be a head coach in the NFL? Probably not. But we have seen McDaniel from the Dolphins, who didn't head coach. He was a coordinator. He drew up plays like, you know, he wasn't out there head coach, and he wasn't a lone tier defensive coach, nothing like that. I mean, you look at, if you switch to basketball, you look at Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra was a person that just collected film. So if Deion has the right set of people around him, meaning the right offensive coordinator, the right defensive coordinator, the right special teams, the right people in the office, can it be something that can be legit? I think it can. But once again, he hasn't done nothing to get him there. His name will get him there. But Cleveland right now, so far, no one has bit the bullet to go ahead and come back. But McDaniel canceled his second interview. He said, "I'm good."
Yeah, he's out here with us now. He's out here in our city now.
That's what I'm saying. So why not go get Deion? Shit. I mean, what do you have to lose at this point? Because you haven't had a winning season. So what do you have to lose?
I'm not mad at that. Business wise, it makes sense, especially if you know you're not gonna win right now. When you bring it into a new stadium, you have to bring it in with a bang. I'm not mad at that. Now, X and O's, does it help Cleveland? Absolutely not. But I think, like JT said, financially, business wise, for the Cleveland organization and even the surrounding area, it's gonna bring in a ton of money, dog.
For 1 year.
Mhm.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't say for 1 year, for 2 years.
He'll
Yeah, I
get
like
at least-
Deion at least too.
He'll get 2 years. He'll get 2 years.
Boy, oh boy.
But what if though?
You think the Browns is a shit show now?
But what if? What if Deion actually come out the gate first 6 games? He on them.
Mm-hmm.
Brown 6-0, and then they fuck around
in Madden?
No. No. They're serious. Just think about it. What if Deion goes 6-0, loses 3 consecutives, wins another one? Okay, so now you 7-3. Lose 2, win 2. So now you 12-5. I think it's possible, bro. I don't see them going to the Super Bowl, but I think the way this thing is written, like the script, as people say, if you're looking at storyline wise, because every sport has a storyline now, what better storyline is it than Deion coming to coach his son at the highest level of football and leading him to a playoff run?
I can see.
That's a hell of a Madden story.
I can see Jimmy Haslam. I can see Jimmy Haslam pulling some stuff like that. I
He's an
really
idiot.
can. Because look, they're still paying Deshaun Watson. So
that's why they can't get a coach. You just named it. Everything that we just said right there over the past 5 minutes has shown why nobody wants to look over there. Nobody wants to deal with the Deshaun Watson situation. Nobody wants to deal with the Shedeur Sanders situation. They don't want to deal with the shitty management. They don't want to deal with the goddamn the fans. There is too much that says I don't want to be up over here. Y'all just fired a 2-time coach of the year. What the hell gonna do with me?
oh yeah, I went off on that. On Friday, Nick. That was part of my calling out names to all these Falcons fans who are upset over the Falcons hiring Kevin Stefanski. I get it.
They dumb as hell. Nope, I don't.
I get why they want a black coach. I understand all that crap. But let's not. But y'all, you do not use Shedeur Sanders as a crutch to defend y'all Glazing and Deion. Come on, man.
Fam. Look. First and foremost, Atlanta.
That's what they doing. That's all it is.
Look,
they mad because
Atlanta Falcons fans.
Deion on dirty. Come on, go ahead, Nick.
He was there. He was there for 4 years, y'all. Y'all chill out. First and foremost, y'all didn't even have the best version of Deion. Y'all didn't do nothing when Deion was there. So let's just chill. Y'all just drafted him. When it was time to cut the check, he got up out of there. He wanted to go play for an organization that wanted to win. He said, "I'm cool on losing up over here in Atlanta." Everybody just loves the Deion personality and everything. I understand that. I'm a big fan of Deion too when it comes to that football field. There ain't too many better than him. Right. And his position, there's nobody better than him. You feel what I'm saying? But we're talking about a whole different division of football right now. And for people to just be like, "Oh, ignore the fact." Let's just be real. If Stefanski this is probably the last straw for Stefanski.
Yep.
He like, all right, y'all, because what probably happened was they told him to draft his quarterback, and he drafted his quarterback. No matter how bad the dude played, he was still a rookie. We've seen plenty of quarterbacks have terrible rookie years and at least play average the year after that. You got to see development. Not everybody is fucking Andrew Luck off the rip. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he probably got hit with I can draft my guy. All right, cool. And then Cleveland was like, "Oh shit, let's make some money. Let's go ahead and draft Shedeur too." What the hell are y'all thinking? There's too many moves that aren't smart football moves. That's why they can't get a damn coach over there.
I'm like this.
That's true.
You got a 2-time coach of the year. Let him cook. Ask Nick Chubb what I guarantee you, if I'm Bijan Robinson, I'm on the phone with Nick Chubb. Like, what was it like in his offense?
Nick what?
Nick, relax. Relax.
What is going on? My God.
This
This
dude,
was
wow,
crazy.
man.
Hey,
That was unnecessary.
yeah, well, hey, Mark, chill off, man.
Like, it really was. Like, you didn't know what that dude's last name was. Just diabolical. But anyway, Mark, we've took too long to talk about it. Let's go ahead. Your new head coach, one Joseph Brady. Your OC was promoted to head coach today, 5-year deal.
Use your hand. Here.
There's talk about him bringing in my guy Jim Leonard from the Broncos as y'all new DC.
Former Bills player, relax.
Former Bills safety Jim Leonard, I might add.
Mm-hmm.
Bella, relax. Hey, yo.
Did you call her earlier?
Yo, no, I didn't. Get out, Nick. Get out, Nick. Get out, Nick.
Wait, you didn't call her earlier?
I did not. You know you ain't right.
Did you say she was dangerous?
You know what, Nick? Okay, Nick. I see what type of stuff you trying to start. Okay. Dude's out here trying to start nuclear in the show. Anyway, former LSU OC when Joe Burrow was there, when Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson won the Natty against Clemson. But Mark, here we go, man.
I told y'all this. That's why I highlighted it and replied to it in our group chat. Everything I knew this was gonna happen. Everything that happened, it happened at such a fast pace. The day after we lost to y'all, John, Joe Brady had 2 interviews, one with the Ravens and one with the Dolphins. We fired Sean McDermott Monday. That opened up the window for me to say they're going to hire Joe Brady. They don't want him to leave the building. And they went along with all these other interviewing all the candidates, but I knew Joe Brady wasn't going to leave the building. I'm not sure if that's a person I wanted, but it is what it is.
Who did you want?
It's a
Mark?
very safe pick.
Either the OC from Jacksonville or Clint Kubiak.
Okay. Well, they both will be. Well, we know. Well, Jacksonville announced that he's staying put. Obviously, because now that job is taken. But Clint Kubiak, he can't be hired until after the Super Bowl now, because of league rules.
Right.
JT, you like this for our boy Mark, man? He obviously he's been through a lot as a Bills fan, and obviously, if you watched our show, he's been very consistent with his praise and criticism of past coach Sean McDermott, and he's always said the defense was an issue. And now they're getting the offensive coach who was calling the plays for Josh Allen. Now the question is he going to be still calling the plays for Josh Allen? You like this for Buffalo?
I like this for Buffalo, but here's the thing. You're in a new role. So at this time, you have to find someone that has that same mindset as you, as an offensive coach, or someone that knows it just a little bit better or has a different approach. But it's a good move. I mean, you're keeping it in-house, but once again, it's going to be an uphill battle, right? Because you got to look at what Buffalo's done over the past 3-4 years. They've been contenders. They've been inside that spot. They got a hell of a quarterback. They got a hell of a offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to really, really see if he can build off of what they've been doing over these past few years and kind of implement some of those factors, not all of them, because obviously some of those factors led them to going to Cancun for the last couple of years. But it's a good move. Is he going to be the one calling for Josh Allen? I don't know.
He is.
If it's me though, if it's me and I got promoted to head coach, I'm taking that up off me. Like I'm there for like advice, but when it comes down for the offensive play calling, I want someone to do that because I need to focus on the game itself as a head coach, not worry about the offensive plays. I can get my input, but I need me an offensive coordinator.
Nick?
I see it as a very safe move. Which is what Brandon Beane does. He doesn't take risks to make his team better. Not saying this is a bad hire, but it just seems safe. He's already there. He's familiar with the organization already. He's familiar with Josh Allen, which would be something that can help. You know, I may like by the time it's like halfway through the season, this move may look genius. You feel what I'm saying? But I think that maybe they should have got. I think that me personally, I probably would have went with like a more of a offensive, like quote unquote mastermind type of guy. You feel what I'm saying? To fully utilize, like in my example, like for example, if I was the Bills, I for sure would have had McDaniel as my coach. I'm sorry. The offensive mind that he has, the way the plays that he has, if you insert Josh Allen into that and he'll be a guy that's gonna be like, nah, we need a receiver. Because in my offense, we need guys that can catch, not what's going on right now. Not these bunch of wide receiver 2 guys. And he might be the guy that might have what happened.
Will. We gotta let you slide. I know Will did not just say JT look like Ahmed Johnson right now.
Apologize for what? Inside of a federation.
Come on, Will.
Hey,
Ahmed Johnson, really?
Hey, JT a fool for that. Hey, JT funny.
I mean, listen. Usually I get Mark Henry, but I'll take all man.
Ahmed Johnson ain't got no. Ahmed Johnson is bald as the American Eagle.
Paul.
Huh?
Okay.
But he would have been the guy to be like, look, to unlock Keon Coleman, or he'll be the guy to be like, look, y'all, we gotta get us a receiver over here for Josh Allen. Like he needs a wide receiver 1,
right?
Or because in this offense right here, we're gonna be slinging the rock. We're gonna run the ball and we're gonna sling the rock. But I'm not right now. Like I said, the Joe Brady signing is a safe signing. Like I said, the familiarity is already there, so it's not really too much of a transition. I'm just interested in seeing who's going to be defensive coordinator because Jim Schwartz is still available.
It sounds like it's going to be Jim Leonard, one of our defensive coaches, one of our defensive coaches who played with the Bills, obviously. So it sounds like he's going to be joining Buffalo, returning to Buffalo. He played there. He was a safety there, so he'll be there. Probably be the defensive coordinator.
He was the Broncos defensive passing coordinator.
Yeah, he's our defensive pass game coordinator. So he's a good guy. So and he knows Buffalo. So obviously, we know Jim Schwartz did interview for the Browns job. So, and there's still other. We'll see where this goes. I mean, it's now this is what Brandon Beane wanted. You got your hire. Like Nick says, a safe hire because you just kept it in house. But now you and Joe Brady are going to be connected the same way Les Snead is connected to Sean McVay, the same way Kyle Shanahan is connected to John Lynch. You're going to be connected to Joe Brett to this hire, and if y'all don't succeed or put some, and I mean succeed, y'all got to at least get to the Super Bowl. Let's see. But we gotta talk. But talking about Super Bowls, this is going to be a precursor into our calling out names. So we're a week away from the NFL honors, and next Tuesday we're going to do our NFL honors picks. But one of the NFL, but next obviously we do the NFL honors special next Thursday. They have the Pro Football Hall of Fame the class is announced. Well, we found out one person who won't be a part of that class. One William J. Belichick will not be a part of that class. So Bill Belichick was up for Hall of Fame induction this year in the coaches category. You need at least 40 votes out of 50 to get into the Pro Football Hall to be eligible for enshrinement. There were at least 11 people who did not. We don't know the exact count, but we know there were at least 11 people who did not vote Bill Belichick for first ballot enshrinement into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The same year that Robert Kraft is also eligible for enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Bunch of haters.
Who's going first?
I'm going first. No, I'm going first. Let me lead this.
Go ahead, John.
If y'all watch Sports for You, me, Mark, and Nick, we've been so critical of the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame. Because what's Mark always said? Imagine the NBA having the Basketball Hall of Fame not having Michael Jordan in it. We say that about Barry Bonds. Imagine having the greatest coach in pro football history not be first ballot? What are we talking about? And don't give me this crap that it was about Spygate, Deflategate, he was a jerk to the media. Oh, well, Parcells didn't get in first ballot, so we can't put Bill in first ballot. I don't want to hear none of that.
Time out. Whoa. I didn't know that. You mean, even Nico said, whoa. You mean to tell me that Bill Parcells was not first ballot?
No, he was second year. He got in on the second ballot.
Hey, fam, look. Okay. You can say something about Bill Parcells. All right, cool. You have to tell me what in the hell disqualifies Bill Belichick from going into the Hall of Fame. He's been to more Super Bowls than half of the league.
Facts.
Like, fam, more than half the league.
I need to know these three
coaches.
It
makes no sense.
I don't care who they are. I need to know who these three coaches are. I'm going to look them up. I
refuse to believe any. I don't give a damn. Bill Walsh. I love Bill Walsh. We know that. We all love Bill Walsh. But no, one of the greatest offensive coaches ever. But no, Bill Belichick. No, I'm sorry. I refuse to believe. No, there's nothing you can tell me to be like, this is the reason why this guy didn't go to the Hall of Fame. You want to say Spygate, the Deflategate shit? That was for one fucking year. What about the rest of them?
And said it was Don Shula, Tom Landry, and Chuck Noll.
He's better than all of them. They all should have been in the Hall of Fame already, but he's better than all of them.
You talking about Don Shula Dolphins?
Yeah, Don Shula went in first ballot.
Okay, so obviously we know the reason why he didn't get first ballot. It's because he was probably beating a lot of their team's ass over that time that he was coaching. And it's a lot of hating going on. Because if you look at the man record, yes, we could talk about the Spygate, the Deflategate. We can talk about both of those. Both of those are going to be a part of his legacy, whether we like it or he likes it or not.
By the way, George Hollis, Lombardi also were first ballot with Landry Noel and Don Shula. Go ahead, JT.
I'm about to say Lombardi had to be first ballot.
Yeah.
But no matter what we look at, the numbers don't lie. He done been to the Super Bowl my whole entire teenage to adult life. I'll be 40 this year. He's been in every Super Bowl since I was 14. Think about that. Since I was 14, he has been in the Super Bowl during those years. Every year did not fail. He was at the Super Bowl at least either every year or every other year.
Sorry, man.
It was not a long gap of not seeing the Patriots inside the Super Bowl. It got to the point when I was tired of seeing them at the Super Bowl. So that should let you know right then and there that he should be first ballot Hall of Fame. He got Tom Brady. How many rings did Tom get? 6?
7. Total. He got 6.
Six with the Patriots, 1 with Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7. One with the Buccaneers. 6 with the Patriots. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Stop it.
And 2 as the defensive coordinator with the Giants.
I'm about to say he coached the best defensive player of all time.
Come on, man.
What are we talking about? Go ahead, Mark.
This is crazy.
Y'all pretty much said everything. Like as a Bills fan, I've seen that up close and personal. It shouldn't have been no first battle. He should have been first battle of fame. No questions asked.
What happened, JT?
How about that? Mark, you not gonna sit there and act like I can't read your goddamn name, man. I thought mine was bad.
Nah.
This man got girth, wind, and fire.
I don't know what the dudes is doing sometimes, man. This dude be wild, man. Got Nick Kerr and a girth, wind, and fire, man. These dudes is wild. This dude wild. But yeah, man, look. Don't tell me Bill Belichick ain't no first ballot Hall of Famer just because y'all upset. Yeah, because y'all upset. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? So, like, y'all gonna tell me? So and that's gonna lead into my calling out names. So y'all gonna do the same thing to Tom Brady when he gets up for induction?
Hell yeah, they gonna do it to Tom Brady. But
they like Tom Brady too much.
How many players is Belichick already got in the Hall of Fame? He got Richard Seymour in the Hall of Fame. He got Ty Law in the Hall of Fame. He's going to get Brady in the Hall of Fame. He's going to have Gronk in the Come on, what are we talking about?
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, he literally has.
Chill out, fam.
Not that Hall of Fame, Mark.
Is it Vince Wilfork in the Hall of Fame too?
He's eligible.
Yes, he's going to the Hall. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame eventually.
He's going to get there too.
That's what I'm saying. Like this man, whole offensive line gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Stop it. Wes Welker gonna be inside the Hall of Fame. Stop it.
Dog. One of Bill Belichick's best linebackers is a coach that's about to be in the Super Bowl.
Make it sense. Make it make sense.
Come on,
the dude coached Lawrence Taylor. All I gotta say is the dude coached Lawrence Taylor.
When he was hard.
And there's been no player ever better than he's ever coached. Yo, what the heck was that?
That was crazy. That was hate, Mark.
Hey, man.
He ain't lying, though. He ain't lying. That was the...
Nah, he's not.
He's not. Yeah,
the truth sound like hate sometimes.
LT was doing a lot in them days. But let's get to calling out names.
Them days.
I don't know who won.
Nah,
that
LT was wild, but LT was wild, but nothing was wild in the White House. By the way, JT, you know that's the name of Michael Irvin's new podcast, right? On Netflix?
Yeah, the White House. Yeah.
That's never mind.
Wasn't Jordan cool with him?
Relax, Mark.
All right.
Hey, who did more coke in North Carolina? Jordan or Lawrence Taylor?
No, Lawrence Taylor did more coke. Probably did more coke than the whole dang university. University probably at that time. LT was definitely.
So Jordan just there, just over there drinking Gatorade and orange juice. All right, cool.
I didn't say that. He said that when he got into the NBA. I don't think he knew what Gatorade was when he was at North Carolina. But LT was definitely getting high before games. I guarantee that. But let's get to calling out names. I need to get to this. I got people I need to call out. So it's 2 people for the same category, for the same reason. Rob Parker, Bomani Jones.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This whole theory, Rob Parker, you're wrong trying to say that the Patriots are cheaters, so Belichick and Brady don't need to be in the Hall of Fame. Stop it. You're not.
Man, shut up.
Shut up. But this whole theory that Matthew Stafford is not already a Hall of Famer is where did this conversation come from? So
black
fam.
media.
That's facts. Because I was saying that he was a Hall of Famer in Detroit.
It was like, and this is where Rob Parker saying, well, we can't forget what he did in Detroit. What, put up almost 50,000 passing yards?
He was a Hall of Famer in Detroit. He just wasn't winning.
Ask Calvin Johnson, who had his best career receiving with.
Ask Kenny Galladay.
Ask Cooper Kupp.
Come on, man. Ask Puka. Hell, Devontae Adams has led the league in touchdowns again.
Nate Burleson. You want me? Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
So he says back. Go ahead, Nick.
I don't understand the Matthew Stafford hate. The guy was humble as he could be up over there. Everybody, and the crazy thing is how the media shifts narratives. Because so many people when he was in Detroit was like, man, if he was with these numbers somewhere else, he would be a easy Hall of Famer. He's putting up 5,000 yards on this team, or if he was doing that on this team, he'd easily beat this and that. And then he goes to a team where he actually does the shit on. Now they're hating on him. Fuck all that.
Move the goalposts. Yeah.
Basically saying like, well, we can't. He can't rewrite what he did in Detroit. Yes, he did. He won a Super Bowl the first year he was in LA.
What did Steve Young do with the Buccaneers?
Nothing.
And nobody gives a shit about that at all.
No effing way Matt Ryan gets in before Matt Stafford. No. And Matt Stafford's going to be MVP. And Matt Stafford's going to be MVP next week. So let me just give y'all a spoiler.
What?
Matthew Stafford will be the
What Brett Favre doing in Atlanta?
Matthew Stafford would have had Julio Jones and Michael Turner.
What you just say, Nick? What?
Nigga. What did Brett Favre do in Atlanta?
He steal from black people?
No, that's what he did.
He's still doing that. All right, go ahead.
That's what he did in Mississippi.
He did in Green Bay too.
Julio Jones and Roddy White and Michael Turner and Tony Gonzalez.
Oh my God.
What?
Bro. Fam.
Hey, John, can I if you're calling off names, can I have a calling off names too?
Of course.
This is gonna hurt me to say it. It's about to sound bad coming out of my mouth, but black media.
No, you're right.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
It's been a resurgence between these black sports analysts for some odd reason hating on white quarterbacks recently. I don't know what's going on right now. I just heard Cam Newton say Justin Fields is better than Sam Darnold.
He said that.
Hold on. That was last year for the season. That was still crazy. But yeah, that was last year.
It was
that was stupid as hell.
It was still made no dang sense. He would take Justin Fields over Sam Darnold. I'm like, no, you wouldn't.
My point still stands.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, the Jets got to pay Sam Darnold, got to pay Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, and Sauce Gardner next year.
Hey, fam.
They cook.
Hey, look, I'm piggybacking off of Mark. I agree with the black media shit 100% because the hate that Sam Darnold has gotten over the past 48 hours is absolutely crazy.
First USC quarterback to go to the Super Bowl.
And this is coming from people. We clowned the shit out of Sam Darnold.
Sure did.
We all have. But the fact of the matter is this: I said it when the playoffs started. I said that narrative that they keep trying to keep on Sam Darnold, they need to get rid of it.
Yep.
I'm sorry. At the end of the day, dog, it was just the Jets.
It was.
That's what it's looking like. It's just the Jets, dog. The Jets are terrible, and they bring terrible to everybody.
And the Panthers.
Yeah, well, that's something different. Look, fam, Sam Darnold right now, over the past 2 years, is looking exactly like the Sam Darnold that he was predicted to be when he got drafted.
Mark thought this was y'all playing. This was Sam Darnold versus Penn State in the Rose Bowl the way he was playing Sunday.
Hey, dog, I've been a big advocate of saying that Sam Darnold was the best quarterback we had since Matt Leinart, and we let him down.
I agree
Like
with
for
that.
sure, he was crazy. And people forget he was crazy at USC. He carried us in a lot of games. Our defense, our defense was trash now. Oh my God. Oh man.
Basura.
But yeah, it was terrible during that time. It was oh man. But yeah, dog, this no negative thing they try to keep on Sam Darnold. If his name was Samuel, it'd be a whole different story.
You said that.
Sammy
Hey,
Day.
if his name was no, that's close to Sami Zayn. We ain't doing that.
I said Sammy. I was on Sammy Davis, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's too close to Sami Zayn, dog. We're not doing that right now.
Yeah.
Sam and Davis Arnold.
yeah, it's
That's what I'm saying.
They're both redheads. You're right, Nick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, I don't. This is crazy. So go ahead, Mark.
Oh no, that was it. It's just I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot of hate going on towards some of these
Well-
quarterbacks, man. I don't get it.
Well, I think because everybody wants to. Well, because now it's the. I saw you had an interaction with somebody on Twitter on Sunday when he was talking about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. We all know where this is stemming from. I saw. We all know where this stems from. This is the Lamar Jackson Josh Allen debate right now. That's all where this is stemming from.
Oh my God! Please don't let me. Nope.
And ain't now one of them in the Super Bowl right now, so I'm not even debating.
That's what
Exactly.
I'm saying. Yeah. Damn Ravens fan. But yeah, you right.
All right,
And
JT. Anybody you want to call out?
Yeah, I want to call
ahead.
out. I definitely want to call out the Browns, the organization as a whole, for not knowing what the hell they want to do, not having a real direction, not hiring a head coach yet, moving the stadium to Brook Park and making a big empty hole downtown. So now downtown got to get new business. Definitely want to call the Browns organization for that. And I want to call out my Dolphins.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my Dolphins. Listen, it was so many different people you could have went ahead and hired for this head coach position, right? Y'all could have threw the bag to Tom.
They could have.
They could have threw the bag to anybody. But this is what we end up with. I think my Dolphins are going to end up in the same position they ended up last year. And a matter of fact, I don't even think they make the wild card. I'm just going to keep it a buck.
So those they hired Jeff Hafley, who was the defensive coordinator of the Packers, because your new GM, John Scott Sullivan, was the director of pro scouting.
Yep.
So he just pretty much was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get somebody from Green Bay. So let's try to make us the Green Bay version of the Dolphins. And we'll see how that works.
That's kind of dumb. I didn't understand that hire at all.
That's not going to work. I don't see it working. And for that, I already know we're going to end up in the same position, probably worse. We may be worse than the Browns next year because you're bringing a whole new style of football to Miami. Not saying that change is bad, but we talking Green Bay. Green Bay ain't really changed nothing in years, bro. Green Bay was using that same playbook that Brett Favre to goddamn Aaron Rodgers, Justin Love, got it now.
Yeah.
It's the same damn thing. And
you're welcome.
I don't see how this hire, just because this your homie. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to put your homie on, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I kind of feel like they could have threw the bag elsewhere. But hell, we settled what we settled at. So the Browns and the Dolphins, count your days. Count your motherfucking days.
Nick?
I got it kind of falls in with Mark. I got Shady and Acho up on Carlo.
Them dudes, man.
Hey, John. Every day, I see why they got fired.
I do too.
Every day, they just show more and more because the thing is this, dog. Like the takes that they're making don't even make sense. So instead of you praising Sam Darnold for having a phenomenal game, the best game of his career and the biggest moment of his career, outdueling the guy who's going to end up winning MVP. But instead, you're like, oh, basically, you made it seem like the Rams just gave him that W. Like, oh, they were only doing this. Oh, they were playing zone. Oh, well, they've been doing that shit all fucking year, and they got them to the damn championship game. So why would they change anything else up?
No, do what got
you feel what I'm saying? They beat them already with the same defense. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, so it's like, come on, man. Like, it doesn't make any. The hate for Sam Darnold is crazy. I never would have thought at this point in Sam Darnold's career that I'll have to defend him because I always thought he was. Well, after with the Jets, I just thought bro was done for. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn. Hey, look, Mark. Another USC quarterback bites the dust.
Yep.
And now he's the first one to take out to go to the big game. So salute to him. Salute to Sam Darnold.
Hey, yeah, shout out.
All right.
Look, if anybody deserves it, he deserves it.
Before Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Pat Hayden, all the great McKay, all the great quarterbacks. Sam Darnold's the first USC quarterback to play on Super Bowl Sunday. Congratulations.
That's crazy.
Mark Sanchez.
Hey, bro, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say Mark. Don't even bring him Mark Sanchez, boy. That was a disappointment.
Caleb's going to be, and Caleb might be next. And Caleb might be next.
If anybody going to be next, it's going to be him.
And Caleb might be next. But yeah, that's all our names. All right, we're going to get up out of here. Before we go, we got to let our brother JT, let him know what he got going on and where you can find him at. Go ahead, LFA.
I mean, I ain't got much going on. Got a couple interviews getting ready to drop pretty soon, so stay tuned. Also, I got Exodus Pro coming up in March. This Sunday, I will be on After the Slam. Myself and Cheech will be there at 4 p.m.
Shout out to
Cheech. Of course, every Thursday, lockdown between 10 o'clock, 10:15 p.m. until catch us on Marks with Mikes, Thursday nights, Eastern Standard Time. For my people out there on the West Coast, that is between 7 p.m. and 7:15. That's when we're going to start. End time is whenever we feel like closing the bell. Also, got some other things coming up as well that we will release news on. Got a chance to do a real dope game show. That'll be dropping soon. So, yeah, just a few things. And, of course, make sure you definitely follow the Coach Class Network, Townhouse Media, in Sports for You, the whole gang. You feel me?
Know what it is. All right, so programming note. No show this Friday because myself, Trail, we will be at the House of Glory show this Friday night, downtown LA at the Globe. So if you're there, holla at us. We're gonna go there. It's gonna be a dope card gonna be there. Zilla's gonna be in the house. Mustafa Ali's gonna be in the house. Andrade's gonna be in the house. Amazing Red's gonna be in the house. Kurt Angle's actually doing a meet and greet before the show starts. Shotzi Blackheart will be there. Relax, Mark.
Glory hole?
You can check me, Trail,
in downtown.
Something's wrong with both of y'all. You know that? Something's wrong with both of y'all. You know that?
Damn that, John. Damn that.
Yeah.
Did you
yes.
catch?
I try to ignore it, JT. Trust me.
Hey, John. Hey, John. Hey, John. Hey, hurry up in the show so we get the clip, John. I'd have been see what time it was.
We good. So,
are we good? All right, cool.
Yeah, we're good. Sports for You, rest of tomorrow, our Royal Rumble preview. And then, like I said, you catch JT Thursday on Marks and Mikes. You can check out Humble Roses, but you also check out Mimi Morning Show also tomorrow. And then Friday, like I said, no show Friday because I'll be at the House of Glory show. But Saturday, Rumble in the LBC. Myself, Trail will be live at Baby Bros in Long Beach for our Royal Rumble watch party. JoJo will be doing the show live from remote, wherever she's at. And then depending on the weather, hope weather permitted, make sure everything is good down there in the Florida area. And then we'll be back on next Tuesday because it's Super Week. Cody's gonna be back with us next week, and then we'll preview the big game. We'll talk NBA trade deadline and get ready for the big game in the Bay. So Mark, get better. Nick, you what the hell?
What happened?
Now you know you ain't right for that. You know you ain't right. You stole that from me. You know what I'm saying? That's copyright infringement. First of all,
Gurf games.
Oh, my bad.
Gurf and the Restless. Listen,
this dude was insane. So
now that we're here, my bad, John. So you're going to House of Glory.
yes.
House of Glory. Let me know if you're into Master P.
Wait,
there's a nigga named Master P at the Glory Hole.
All right, Nick, we'll get up out of here.
Let me know if you run into Master P.
All right, for sure. We'll see y'all tomorrow, Sports Wrestling, and you'll see the three of us next Tuesday. JT might pull up again next week. You just never know. This has been Sports for You. I'm John.
That's Mark.
That's Nick. That's Nick. Nah. That's JT. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out, everybody.